Army guys are here.
I remember they
Yep.
going down around Patterson. I was from Winterset. I used to live in Patterson. I don't remember exactly.
There's some right here in that bag too. So we got a few.
Okay, good.
And
There's some there on the ground. You can take one of those tonight.
yep. Yeah, we got plenty. Don't have to worry about that. Yeah, I can't see it. It's too small. Good afternoon and welcome to very warm Des Moines, Iowa. This is Occupier Kaylin coming to you from just below the steps of the Capitol here in Des Moines. And they're here for a rally and a possible march against a possible military action in Syria. And we have some Veterans for Peace members. And got a few occupiers and members of Catholic Worker here. And some others. And looks like a few more. We are just next to one of the statues here. Banner holders are moving, so I'm gonna come down here and give you a look.
How you doing? Oh, you want me to come up that way? Yeah, that would be great.
A couple of us brought extra signs. We have local media here. And local TV stations. But they won't get as much as I will.
Email, yes. I'm not the official organizer of this event. It's a nationwide thing that started by...
It's actually global. This is global.
Okay, a global thing.
Yeah.
But we do have we're gonna one thing too. One of them, Silver staff president of Veterans for Peace here in Des Moines. Maybe some people want to make personal statements, and it hasn't really started yet, so there's still people on their way. But
cool. Would anybody be up to talk about it on camera?
Gilbert,
like an interview?
You want to give an interview to Channel 5?
Yeah, your 15 minutes of fame.
Anybody else is interested? This is my...
I ain't going on no camera.
Oh, really?
Yeah, on my way to entertainment with a cigarette.
I'm a frequent visitor.
Oh, I used to go to Norway.
Some signs there. Got a few more in that bag that I brought from home. So. Yeah, I hope so too. I mean, the Facebook event indicated over 70.
This looked more inviting to me. But it's 10 degrees cooler than yesterday.
Oh yeah.
104.
Yeah, definitely better than that. I'm gonna try to avoid pointing at the sun because I don't want you to get any glare in your faces. Just kind of roaming around while others show up. Got a few more people coming up. Earlier I asked a group with a bus that they're here for protesting. Don't know about that. When you protesting that, so I told them we were protesting possible war in Syria.
We can move a few people down there if you don't want to come up all the stairs. All right.
Yeah, we got lots of signs too. That's okay, we got it covered. A couple more people coming up. This is a fountain in front of the Capitol, and I'll give you a good look at the Capitol here in Des Moines that using as backdrop. Yeah, some members of the American Friends Service Committee are
I'm going to hold it for a while while you get in the shade.
Well,
here.
Mr. ACLU, you can hold it and I'll get these speakers out.
All right, or get in the shade. It's hot.
I'm not a veteran.
Hey then, how you doing?
Pretty good.
That's good. That's good.
I've been promoting the Wednesday event.
Oh, good.
It's out in Nolan Plaza.
Yep. Now called the Peace Garden.
Yeah. I still like Nolan Plaza better.
Oh, really?
I mean, it's been known by that for years. I'll probably still call it that for
Well, it's so nice to have anything
yeah.
in the community.
Wednesday is my next stream opportunity. There's a candlelight vigil starting at 8 o'clock at the place that used to be known as Nolan Plaza, now Peace.
But did you see where he's going to have Congress? He's going to have Congress, which means he's got a way out. That's what I heard.
I got it right here. I'll see if I can find it.
Oh, yeah, I got a Zen water filter this year.
It goes in here. I am fine. You're looking well. Thank you. I didn't say good. That is a good observation. Just hold that for a while.
Another pretty day.
Who's the other half of it?
He's holding the sign.
By golly,
He relieved the sign man of the problem.
Don't throw water at it.
What I read said the Senate might put something down.
What's that, like 400-year-old record?
Might not. Correct.
Yeah, I get my water bottle so I can drink. Yep.
That is nice video, isn't it?
Oh yeah, I'm liking that. There are more signs in that bag right there. Yeah, so don't have to worry about not having enough.
There's signs in the bag if you want to sign, but we need to stay in the shade.
Is Chad having particular problems with his skin?
He always has. He took 14 pills just the other day.
I'm going to come down here, bottom of these steps, so I can shoot up with this under my back.
Still, it was a death and it was related to the military. Even though, like I say, it was an accident, and we had to pick up the pieces of the body and stuff, put them in the back of my Jeep. So, and so it's just that experience in itself, that was tied to the military, and so, it's bothered me ever since, but you just kind of got to learn to live with it. But I'm not up for war and killing people. The Bible even says, do not kill. So nothing else,
America does kind of have one of the strongest countries in the world, has a role in these situations. Where do you see that role? Where do you see that role being?
Well,
What should we do?
Well, I think, you know, we could take a little more time and like I say, use the skills and things that we do have, you know, to help some of these countries out and, like I say, bring more diplomacy and treat them fairly. Because really, you know, we don't care about the people over, you know, Syria as much as what they think. I mean, that's all. We're jockeying all the time for control and oil, and that's what it comes down to. And if anyone believes that, you know, we're doing all this to help the people, that's not true, because we went to Iraq and Afghanistan. We're still killing people, and we, you know, there's a million people got killed in the, you know, between those countries over the years, and so I don't see where we, you know, saving anything.
Anything else you want to talk about?
No, thank you.
Cool. Great job. I'll give you the mic from you.
Hey, thanks, Ping. Shout out to Occupy World News Now and to any other rebroadcast channel that may be picking up my feed wherever you are. Again, this is Occupier Kaylin in Des Moines, Iowa. We are here for one of the numerous actions across the country and around the world calling for no war in Syria. And we want peace. We want the Syrian people to be able to settle things for themselves. And we want humanitarian aid for the refugees. No one mentions the refugees hardly. And I just captured part of an interview given by one of the members of Vets for Peace.
How are you?
What's Channel 5?
I'm live streaming.
Must be hot underneath that.
Well, actually, not if you do it
Channel 5
right.
News out in West Des Moines.
Yeah, the black shirt, yeah, but it's my occupied shirt.
Almost makes me want. It just makes me want to have a television.
I don't have internet or cable. I don't need television. Yeah, you know, in your pocket.
So as I shoot, this goes immediately live up on the internet to my Ustream channel.
You stream?
Yeah.
I work there. I'm bombarded with information too much. All right, cool. First question, can you just say and spell your name?
Hi, Pam Townsend, Pamtownsend.
And where are you from?
Clarion, Iowa.
That's far away. Why'd you come here?
There are 5 of us who believe sincerely that we should not start anything with Syria. And we feel that until the U.S. is perfect, that we should not be involved in any other country's civil war.
Why not?
Why not? If we didn't have troubles of our own, you know, and here they're talking about poison gases, etc., and then they're talking about putting scuds into the air. We're talking actually starting something with a country that has done nothing to us. If they choose to do things to their own people, I think their own people have to rally and take up arms. And that's exactly what they're doing. They're fighting for their own particular freedom. It is not our business at this moment. We didn't ask anyone to come in on our city. And until, again, like I said, we are perfect, and we don't poison our people through food and water that we're doing right now, allowing corporations to do that to our world. When we're perfect, then maybe we can say to the rest of the world, let us get involved. But until then, to me, it is pure hubris on our part.
Back up, I get more of that sign. I'll still ask you a couple questions. What where do you see our country's role in this crisis, I guess?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the agenda is. I know that Syria is a strategic country within the Middle East, and I'm not sure what the connection is, and it makes me speculate, which I don't like to do. I'm a person who likes the facts. So until I have all the facts, I'm not sure. Until then, I don't see why our boys and girls need to go anywhere.
Can this country handle another war, both
I don't think
money-wise?
emotionally we can.
Definitely.
Okay? Emotionally, I think we are done. I think we're cooked. And I think we're fed up with the idea that our congressional leaders are not listening to the people. Sooner or later, they have got to listen to us. And if we don't wise up, if we don't become more informed, and vote the people who refuse to listen to us out of office, then we are just asking for what we get.
Anything else you want to talk about?
No, I'm just happy to be talking to you.
Great job.
Thank you so much. I like it. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you for talking.
Got you up on my live stream.
Pardon me?
I got you up on my live stream.
Yeah? Cool.
Yeah.
We haven't mentioned it on there, but all our speakers are going to bring it up. So,
Hello.
Heidi Ho. I think I know who you are, even if
Yeah.
you're trying to go incognito.
Hi, kids. You guys want to participate in a public speak out in like 10 minutes from now? We'll drop back a little bit, and then anybody wishing to say what's on their mind regarding this impending war in Syria, be free to speak. That sound good?
Yeah.
How did you know to come?
It was put on Facebook,
Yeah.
if I understood it right. That gal, a teenager started it, didn't it? And that gal that was talking started to calm out.
There are also actions in Cedar Rapids and Iowa City.
It's supposed to be all across the whole country.
And around the
It's
world.
supposed to be a Facebook effort, and around the world.
Yeah,
probably.
yeah.
Because I've
I
seen
watch streams.
Australia and-
I watch streams from. Well, before I came down here, I watched a stream from Hawaii, D.C., London.
Were there more people than what we're getting
Yes.
here?
Yeah, and I watched
Turkey had a ton.
one from Mexico too. But Mexico, they're protesting a whole bunch of different things. But I thought I saw a couple of Syrian flags in the Mexico action.
Well, Mexico, we've got good speakers coming to our conference from Mexico who received the world's sovereignty fee.
Oh, sweet!
Do you want to hear? Here's the particulars about that.
Oh yeah, this will be awesome.
They're only one part of our whole conference, but an important part, because
Sweet.
we want a different kind of prize besides the World Food Prize.
Yeah.
We've got now for industrialized area.
Oh, this is awesome.
Thank you, thank you.
And
I guess I'll come back here for the
I'll just come back up. There's gonna, in a few minutes, there's gonna be just a speak out. Anyone who wants to speak their mind about what could be going on in Syria. So, oh, I'm talking to my live stream viewers.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm live streaming. Yeah, so as I shoot, this thing goes immediately live on my Ustream channel. Yes.
We don't have it, yes. We're going to have
So anyone around the world can see this, and then there's another live stream channel that picks up my feed and relays it, so that gets even more viewers. Oh, we even got some cuteness here.
Unitarian Church, right in the middle.
As I said, there is going to be a speak out in a few minutes. So anyone who wants to can speak their mind about what could be going down in Syria and how they feel about it. And of course, with all these people here, we know how they feel about it. That's why they're here. Hey, Aaron. Haven't I seen you somewhere before?
Yeah, we gotta start meeting like this.
Yeah. I put this event, today's action, and the Wednesday action on a couple of national sites.
Oh, good.
that are listing nothing but protests against possible war in Syria. Oh, you are you taking a picture of me live streaming you? Is that what you're doing? Or are you just shooting my shirt?
What? Yeah, it's getting toasty. EJ, that's what I thought. I was like, I'll see you again on Monday. That sun is not here.
I can't get it. If I get it out, I think I should be able to.
If you want to hold a sign there, there are more in that bag. Plus, it's laying out. So the folded ones are just 3 pieces that I taped together. That one, the one, no, damos paz, no más guerra, give us peace, no more war. Yeah, that one's in Spanish. And then I took the back of this one because this one did not have a caption.
So you can see the faces.
Yeah, so you can see the face of someone who
Probably is dying.
yeah, or who was,
Gassed.
yeah.
Anybody want this?
That's the one in Spanish. Give us peace, no more war. And this one just means no more war, no más guerra.
They're all good.
And I have one in there that said the only winners in war are the greedy corporations. Yeah, I had narrow strips. I just taped them together.
I came up that
I can get it all over.
Well, I got a couple of
I'm just kind of roaming around here shooting as people gather and pick up signs. I translated for the signs that I have there in Spanish. Some sirens, ambulances going around. So someone is going up the other steps. Give you a look at what they're doing over there. I see a cutie. Yeah. Maybe saw me with my face uncovered, maybe not.
I think he has a few times.
Yeah.
At the free market.
Yeah, and the next one will be at Stewart Square.
Is it okay? I hadn't looked yet.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet somebody's got heat exhaustion. Ambulance.
Here?
No, it just went by up there.
Oh. Oh, yesterday. Yeah, yesterday was a real here.
I know. I spent the night.
I wouldn't. Yeah,
I was hooked up to IVs half the night. So.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Should have more of this.
Actually, I didn't have enough salt in my body.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody, do you want to gather around?
We're going to have a public speak out.
Maybe stand in the shade so you're not dying of heat.
Yeah, too bad we didn't have a bullhorn.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah. Maybe we got some loud mouths.
So we don't have a bullhorn today like we normally do, I guess. But we're all kind of close so we can speak loudly and everybody can hear. My idea was everybody could have a
I'm going to
chance to
use
say
my
if they'd
body
like
as
to,
a
the reasons why
shade so I
they're
don't
here
get
today.
too much sun.
My name is Julie Brown. I'm a Des Moines Catholic worker. I'm also an associate member for Veterans for Peace. And I think this is very timely and very important that we all stand together and say no to another war with Syria or anywhere else around the globe. There's several reasons why. My sign says "To a Jesus bomb." I believe that it says in the Bible, "Thou shalt not kill." It doesn't say "Thou shalt not kill some people." Thou shalt not kill everybody who's not an American. Killing is a sin in general. Period. I also don't believe it's a good way to teach people not to kill by killing people in return. So my reason for being here is to say no to the deaths overseas and bring our troops home.
Yeah.
My name's Kathleen McQuillan. I'm with the American Friends Service Committee. This is awesome. Whoever first put it on Facebook, good job. Look at what you turned out on such short notice. I want to let you know you have another chance Wednesday at 8 o'clock down at the new Peace Garden, used to be Nolan Plaza. We'll be gathering again with some statements, asking you to bring candles for a candlelight vigil. I also just want to make a quick comment that the president may have given us a little time right now with his decision to talk with Congress. We need to use that time to mobilize. We need to be talking to all of our own Congress people. We also need to be demanding that he not only talk to Congress, but he talk to the UN, he talk to the international community, and that what he says to them is not how do we build for war, but how do we work toward peace? How do we solve this? How do we come together in a meaningful way to make sure that this problem can be resolved without further escalation of the war by outside forces, and support people inside Syria to bring it to an end in a way that works for them. So I hope we'll see you Wednesday. I hope you'll continue to watch Facebook and that we'll see you in the congressional offices and that there's going to be organized efforts at the congressional offices. But you don't have to wait for that. You can go in and tell your congressperson what you want from them. And you can call the White House hotline and tell them what you want from them. So again, cool, great to see you here. Thanks. And, 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock Wednesday night, Nolan Plaza.
My name is Gilbert Landell. I'm president of Veterans for Peace, Chapter 163 here in Des Moines in central Iowa. I'm also, I live at Des Moines Catholic Worker, and I've got a statement that was prepared by national headquarters down in St. Louis. We've got about 160 chapters worldwide, and we're veterans that work for peace and justice through nonviolence. And we know the true cost of war. So Veterans for Peace strongly opposes U.S. military intervention, whether direct or indirect, in the war that is currently raging in Syria. U.S. military aid to rebels in Syria only deepens the suffering and increases the casualties among the Syrian people. It destabilizes the region and risks escalating the conflict into a regional war. It violates the UN Charter and international law. There should be no U.S. military intervention in any form, including a no-fly zone, which would be a direct act of military aggression. Only the Syrian people can decide who should govern Syria. Veterans for Peace calls for an escalation of diplomacy, not war. We call for a ceasefire from all combatants in Syria. We call for urgent diplomacy to stop the bloodshed and address the humanitarian crisis in Syria and among Syrian refugees in neighboring countries. Please take action and make your voice heard. Let's stop a U.S. attack in Syria before it starts. Thank you.
My name is Ken Bowen, and I may ramble a little bit.
That's okay.
I tend to do that. William Tecumseh Sherman said war is hell. I agree. No one wins in a war except the warmongers and the war profiteers.
That's right.
The people, common everyday working people, we lose. We lose big time. The concern I have is that we are starting to run out of Muslim nations we can bomb. I mean, what's next? Dubai? Indonesia? Figure it out by looking at a map of where you might find oil, because that's where we seem to want to go the most. It's just, I've seen war. I've seen what war can do. It's not pretty. And I don't understand how a Nobel Prize, Peace Prize winning president can be a proponent of drones and unilateral bombing. It runs contrary. The man has become more of a disappointment. I used to think he was an honest official, an honest politician, until I read what Mark Twain had to say about honest politicians. Honest politicians are the ones who stay bought once they're paid for. We need to stay out of Syria. That is a linchpin to the entire region. Iraq had its own issues, Afghanistan had its issues, but Syria has some serious allies on their side. And if we bomb them or even put one boot on the ground in that country, we risk escalation with Iran, which there would increase to escalation with Russia and China. It's going to get out of hand. It's going to get out of hand real fast. So let's stay home. Let's take care of the problems that we have here. We should never have a single child go to bed hungry at night.
That's right.
We shouldn't build private prisons with capacity quotas so that people are just arbitrarily arrested for no crimes and tossed in jail for no reason so as to make a profit for some corporation. Hell, Iowa has some of the dirtiest water in the country. We can't even clean up our own drinking water, and we want to go bomb another nation back to the Stone Age, as it was said for Iraq. Not good. It's not good. We need to stay home and take care of our own.
Hey, I'm Marco, and I was an electronic media major. I went to UNI, and I actually worked for the first Barack Obama campaign. And the main reason I'm here is because I think a lot of what gets reported on the news and a lot of the intelligence that we hear that our politicians are using is very worrisome, and basically there's a lot of questions that I have about this intelligence, and I just can't justify going and attacking someone without evidence, without congressional approval. And I really just think, we've reached a point where we'd be much better off sending unarmed, announced civilians over there to talk rather than pushing a button and blowing some people up. And really, that's I've had these feelings for a long time, but I have a 2-year-old little boy, and I've only recently felt compelled to start speaking up about these things because, I don't know, I've just put a lot more thought to it since he's been in the world. And I think regardless of people's spirituality, regardless of religious beliefs, humans are pretty much the same wherever they happen to be born in the world. And I think we're dealing with people in power that are the problem, not the people of any one country. And I think a lot more of us are connected than ever, now than ever before. and a lot more of us anywhere on the globe agree and can talk more than ever before. And other than that, I agree with everything everyone else has said so far.
I'm Chet Gwynn, and in my mail today came the latest issue of Time magazine, which really confirms what we've heard our previous speakers say. It begins by mentioning the fact that the President did receive the Nobel Peace Prize, and he said at that time, "Whatever mistakes we have made, the plain fact is this: the United States of America has helped underwrite global security for more than 6 decades with the blood of our citizens and the strength of our arms." And the article goes on to say that Obama may soon be obliged to make good on his vow to stop Iran from developing a nuclear weapon. The assumption is that Iran is doing that, totally unverified. Then an email came today from Rabbi David Coffin, and he says Obama made a really stupid statement about redlining that he had no intention of keeping. That said, really stupid promises are still promises, and if the United States cannot be trusted to maintain promises, we're going to start seeing the world go to hell much faster than it's appeared to be doing for years now. So he's linking the whole Israeli Middle East situation with this. And finally, he says Obama may soon be, this is back to the Time article, Obama may soon be obliged to make good on his vow to stop Iran from developing a nuclear weapon. Again, the assumption. Quote, Obama, "I will not hesitate to use force when it is necessary to defend the United States and its interests." With more than 3 years left in his presidency, he has the opportunity to reverse that impression. Success in Syria and then Iran. It's a prelude to more war. Success in Syria and then Iran could vindicate him, and failure could be crushing. The risk is that if things in the Middle East continue to spiral, that will become his legacy. Back to Rabbi Kaufman. He said, "I saw a report that Israeli security services are calling in all of the employees this weekend, even on the Sabbath, which is a good indication that it may not be long before something does happen." We kind of speculate that things are going to be delayed now, but the rabbi thinks there's indications it's going to happen soon. And he says, let us hope that whatever happens is effective and that it doesn't lead to escalation. There is no hope in that. It will escalate and it will get worse, and we've got to stop.
That rabbi that he mentioned, I didn't quite understand his name, but he had some good insight.
My name is Chuck Guerra. I'm speaking on behalf of the 3 Socialist Workers' Party candidates for City Council. Margaret Chow is our candidate for at-large, Ellen Brickley is in Ward 1, and David Rosenfeld is in Ward 3. They couldn't be here today, but I'm here representing them. We totally oppose the war moves against Syria, just like we opposed the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan. The U.S. is in no moral position to say who shouldn't be using chemical weapons. The U.S. is the only country in the world that has used nuclear weapons on people. The U.S. used napalm and Agent Orange in Vietnam, and before that in Korea, which have adverse effects on the health of those countries until today, even to this very day. And the U.S. still has one of the largest chemical weapons stockpiles in the world. So the U.S. is in no moral position to tell other countries what it who should and shouldn't be using chemical weapons. The Syrian government has killed hundreds of thousands of its own people. I wouldn't put it past the Syrian government to have used chemical weapons. regardless of what the facts turn out to be. However, that doesn't justify what the U.S. is doing. The tears that the U.S. is crying over this are crocodile tears. Whenever the U.S. intervenes, whether it's in Libya, like they did several years ago, in Iraq, Afghanistan, or in Syria, it's to turn the situation there to its own advantage, to the advantage of U.S. big business. And that's who will profit from whatever happens here. The people I look to and our candidates look to are the workers and farmers of Syria. They're trying to follow the example of their brothers and sisters in Egypt, in Tunisia, and the other countries that have been part of the Arab Spring. They need space to engage in politics. And a U.S. military strike will only close their space. It'll make them retreat to bunkers or hide in bomb shelters instead of being out there in the streets fighting for more democracy, for more freedom to engage in political activity. So we oppose the U.S. war moves against Syria, and we demand U.S. hands off Syria, U.S. out of Iraq, U.S. out of Afghanistan. Thank you.
My name is Kurt Soderberg, and I haven't been around the peace movement, I guess, off and on for most of my life, or until Christ was a child. It's getting to be that long. And again, as Yogi Bear would say, it's deja vu all over again. I feel like we're back in Vietnam, and it won't be long we'll have another Gulf of Tonkin resolution. This ridiculous, allowing our government to run over us, is got to stop.
That's right.
We haven't got resources for our people, and I still remember a great organization called Another Mother for Peace back in the Vietnam War times. And war is not healthy for children and other living things. My God, do we need more examples? I just am so angry I had to come out here tonight. I have written to my congressman, I've written to Obama, I've written to everyone. And yet it seems to me that we are willing to be liberal on social issues, but we have no guts when it comes to fighting war. And what takes all the resources of the people are the wars.
That's right.
So I hope all of us will rededicate ourselves and kind of get in line and get ready for another round of trying to fight for what's right, in this area. And I think you folks being out tonight, at least we got some start here. We don't have the huge crowds, but at least we've got huge hearts and hopefully reasonable minds that we can approach these issues. So that's about it from here, but let's hope we can get rid of deja vu someday.
I heard that.
I'm gonna speak. Yay!
Go for it. Go for it.
There are 5 of us who drove down from Clarion, Iowa, which is about 90 miles north there, because we believe strongly that this is none of our business. But we also believe that we're sick and tired of just words. Action, bodies in action is all it's going to take now. You can talk all you want on the internet and every day, and I hope you're listening, NSA. But you can talk all day and print all day, but it takes people
Reference to
with bodies
drones
and
that
their
were
butts
flying
on the
over here
ground to get
earlier
out of
before
here
we
and say
started
we're
this
sick
thing.
and tired of it and we're not going to take it anymore.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, mine is a follow-up to hers because I very strongly believe in Noam Chomsky's words. The only way you're going to trump organized money is with organized people. The organized money he's talking about are the big corporations. And we all know that it takes the big corporations' money to be doing this. We all know that they're giving huge campaign contributions to both parties. And when it comes time to vote for budgets or for laws or proclamations or anything, they are listening to the money and not what the majority and the big majority of people are saying in this country. If they were listening to what the people are saying right now in this country, they would not be talking about any need to follow somebody's words that they spoke. So always follow the money, and remember when you write to your senators and representatives that they are listening very much to the money, and you have to also work to educate people against what the big mega corporations are doing. can go on and on about that. Come to see me if you want a little bit more, because it's other things besides the war that the big corporations are working towards. We will, at some point, overcome.
Is it my turn?
Yep.
Okay. I have not had time to really put my thoughts in proper order, but I've been throwing pillows at the television all week and screaming, no, war is not the answer. And we know it is not the answer in this time. And I, for one, was glad that Obama is saying, okay, Congress, let us hear what you have to say, and then take away this constant, you know, whenever he says it's going to be different. I want them on record to say what they are saying, because war is not the answer. And I truly believe down in his heart, Obama does not want this war. I think he's being goaded into it. And help us keep out of this. It is not what we want for right now. Thank you.
Anyone else?
I just want to remind people, there may be others who are going to speak, but I just want to remind you, let's build this. This is amazing. You know, from this quick turnaround, we got 50 people here. Wednesday, let's make sure we have 200 people at the Peace Garden. Took a lot of work to get this called the Peace Garden. Some people here were part of that. And it's the old Nolan Plaza.
Cole's Common.
Cole's Common. The Peace Garden is Cole's Common. 8 o'clock, bring your candles, bring your voices, your thoughts, and be part of building the movement. We look for you to turn out, but we look for you to be part of building it. So we'll see you Wednesday and be ready to sign up to think your next steps.
One other event that I wanted to remind people of, I don't know if you guys are familiar, but Des Moines has had a peace vigil every single week, Thursday morning at, what's it called now? Old Nolan Plaza. What time does it start? 11? 11:30 to 12:30, 1 hour over lunchtime. So make sure that you make it down on Thursday to Nolan Plaza.
I have something to say.
Go ahead.
Our country's ego is too big. We believe that we are much higher than everyone else. Last year, a friend of mine was from another country. Her name was Ksenia, and she was from Russia. I thought of her as a friend of mine and a person to trust. Why can't we do that? Why can't we be friends with our fellow countries? Because I would rather like to have a friend than an enemy.
Anybody else? Well, thank you all for coming out tonight on short notice, and you can hang out here if you'd like. Other than that, we will see you all hopefully on Wednesday night, 8 o'clock.
FYI, the British Parliament voted down Cameron's request to go to war. They shot him down. I'm going to hang out. Those that also want to hang out, people want to talk and just chat about it. Pick up some conversations here and there.
I just love you. Everything in duct tape. Everything.
Hey, duct tape fixes everything, you know.
He says, if you can't find
if your wife doesn't find you handy, at least she should find you handy.
Yeah,
Handsome.
she'll leave the handy.
Hey, this is our soup kitchen.
Okay, great.
Drop-in center.
Yeah, like worker. Okay. Great, thanks. I belong to Citizens for Canadian Improvement.
Yeah, they do some good stuff.
I'm gonna do a. Bill Stowe was at one of their last meetings they had after a war, talking about the Des Moines River water and how much it's costing us as city water, you know. And I was like, I've been watering
Have you received one of these? How about you, sir?
Oh, what again? I don't want to waste resources.
I've been throwing worse, you know.
This is going right up on the internet as I shoot it. So, you want to say something to my viewers while you're out here?
Well, I'm glad we had as many people out here
Yeah.
this evening as we had. This was,
Yeah. I put this event on a couple of national pages, and one even listed international events. And then the one that's going to go on Wednesday, as soon as I saw that on Facebook, I put that on my own list that I keep on the internet, and I update it when I get some scoop on a new one. And then I put that on these other two as well, these other two pages, so that Des Moines will be seen. And because I'm streaming this, Des Moines is seen around the world.
Great organization.
This is our soup kitchen drop-in center.
Danny, I'm going down the car. Take your time.
Okay. I'll come with you. I think
The folded ones are the ones that I brought?
Yeah. I think this one lady gave, I like the message on it. But
yeah.
I didn't know if she wanted to have it back.
Yeah, I'm actually the one who made that one.
Oh, are you?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm the one who
so
did that.
she'd gotten it out of the...
Out of that bag, the Target bag, yeah.
Yeah, you know, take
Yeah, I knocked out a whole bunch of these.
Maybe collect those and bring them along to next event, you know.
Well, Wednesday, yeah.
Well,
yeah,
they'll be
what
my... time is that?
8 o'clock Wednesday, Nolan Plaza.
8 o'clock.
Yep.
Well, by then it should be cooler, right? So.
Yeah, and because it's a candlelight vigil, it'll be darker.
Yeah.
And
okay.
So, yeah.
Well, good that we get some folks together. Anyway.
Yep, and because I'm streaming this live straight up to the internet.
Oh, you are?
Yeah. Yeah, I got viewers in other countries watching.
What is that NSA on the back of that, though? No, I'm just teasing.
Yeah, I know. I have lots of fun with NSA.
Yeah. Well, with your garb there, you know, I mean,
yeah.
Looks like you're about ready for anything.
Yeah, I'm ready to keep from getting sunburned. In the summer, I wear the light-colored niqabs to reflect the sun off. And in the winter, I'll wear the darker ones. And if it's really cold, I double them up.
You're really allergic to the sun, or?
No, it's just that I'm so light.
Oh yeah.
And I do burn. Yeah, I fry.
Yeah.
I don't tan. I fry.
Yeah.
And of course, it also is a pollen block.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, I hope that
makes sense.
And because I also cover my arms don't get sunburned.
I think it's
no bug bites, no bird bombs.
Looking uniform there.
Oh, my Occupy shirt. I'm an occupier.
Yeah.
I'm proud of it. I was one of those who lived in the park for 3.5 months.
You?
Yeah,
good for you.
Yeah.
That was a good,
and
good
Julie
effort.
And Julie was there. Yeah, Julie Brown was in on that. Yeah. Yeah, we did that.
Well, you know, I think the saddest part of some of this nowadays that people, you know, it seems to me we do have freedom of speech, thank God for that, but you know what, it just seems like, and I think that's true, the Occupy movement, nobody listens to anybody.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, they make the point, and they made it very well, and no one seems to be listening.
Yeah, but we can't give up.
No, you can't. No, I agree with that.
Yeah, we can't give up.
I keep saying I will, but I guess I never will. You know.
Well, I'm not giving up.
No.
Definitely not. That's not my style.
Well, guys.
No,
Definitely.
Good. We'll see you then.
Nice to meet you.
And we'll keep praying.
Definitely. That's what we got to do.
Right.
Hello.
Hello.
You're live on Ustream.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this is going straight up on the internet.
Oh, my. And you don't want to get me too
No,
excited, because I can't sleep at night anymore.
So, getting shots of your signs for my viewers.
And I'm sure there are a lot of others who are thinking the same
Oh,
thing.
this is global.
But not knowing what to do.
Yeah. But the more we educate people, then, you know, that's the first step, getting people aware.
I define chemical weapons as radiation coming from Fukushima.
Oh, yeah. And because TEPCO kept dropping the ball, and only now they're asking for help.
Yeah, but the radiation off the coast there that's been coming for the last 2 years towards America counts to me as a chemical weapon. And I think that's the kind of chemical weapons we should take serious and that we should do something about and that Obama should be addressing. And I also
because it's going to affect our food supply.
And I also think pepper spray is being used as a chemical weapon.
Of course.
I've seen it used against protesters, and I've seen it used against an 85-year-old lady named Miss Rainier over in the coast of California. You can see her face dripping with a chemical.
And October 9, 2011, one of my fellow occupiers got it point blank, and he was just sitting there.
And then you got Officer Pike who sprayed all the peaceful protesters.
Yeah, Berkeley.
In California.
Yeah.
Those are chemical weapons.
Yeah.
When you spray a chemical in the face of an innocent college student who isn't posing you any kind of a threat or bodily harm that is peacefully protesting, when you use chemical weapons against your own citizens, Obama, I would like to see you address that. I would like to see you address the chemical weapons used in our country. That includes the radiation coming from the coast of Fukushima that's coming here to Japan. Why can't we send our boots on the ground? Why can't they be in Fukushima? That's where the world crisis is right now. Let's not start World War III.
Yeah, it's going to be a food crisis because it's already salmon have already been detected with radiation.
14 out of 14 salmon tested.
Yep.
Off the coast of San Diego, all tested positive.
And of course it's already past Hawaii, so you know.
14 out of 14 tuna tested positive for radiation off the coast of San Diego. Kids over there are coming down with cancer.
Yeah.
These are the chemical weapons that I'm concerned about.
Yeah, and you should be, because
where's the rest of the country?
With their heads up their dupas. That's Polish word for backside.
Yes, I know all about that, and I support them. I support the people that are saying it's a farce, you know? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I've been following that.
Or am I going to have maybe worse? He said, oh, you might have a problem with that.
Monsanto, yes,
And two other people.
I wrote you a little letter to Monsanto.
Monsanto yanks my chain.
Well, you got it.
Except for the sensor in my gas tank keeps going on.
Yeah.
My gas tank.
Oh, yeah.
If I could get to Monsanto places in Anthony and Grimes, I'd protest from every dang day. Agent Orange and sweet corn. No, I can't handle it.
Military, industrial.
That's why they prefer the
prison.
Yeah, but 64 countries and possibly more are either banning GMO or requiring the labeling or restricting their use in any way.
Anti-environmental companies. It's also the I have one leg. They've got their
Seems like a no-brainer.
And just recently, as a few days ago, a Florida orange grower was caught spraying an illegal pesticide on the orange trees that kills the honeybees that pollinate the orange blossoms. No wonder we're having a bee crisis in this country and elsewhere.
And my mother can get it much easier than a regular. The only thing I don't like is orange. They heat up a lot.
The only thing my wife doesn't like about it is that it doesn't have a lot of ground clearance, and when you get snow out, sometimes you can't get out if they don't plow.
Oh, George Manley, he's still hanging around?
He's one of our biggest supporters.
Those are the old timers there, aren't they?
That's why we got him.
And you know who we got coming? Jim Hightower in October.
Oh, you bet.
Yeah.
I think is that
That's part of the Occupy World Food Prize.
Is that right?
Yeah, and then in addition to him, Cardinal Peter Turkson from the Papal Office of Peace and Justice is coming, and he also is anti-GMO.
Yeah, Jim Hightower.
Yeah.
I knew him when I was with National Farmers Union.
Yeah.
And Jim's a great guy. I still take his his Lowdown magazine. Have you seen the Lowdown magazine?
No, I haven't seen it, but
good. It's
but
good.
he might. I don't know if he will have any of those on him, but he will have his new book.
I'm gonna see if I'm gonna get able to get to that. I'm trying to kind of get more back into the group. I'm still active, writing to politicians and all that stuff, but maybe I need to get a little more group involvement again.
Well, there is going to be a planning meeting also for March Against Monsanto. That's another action that may be coming up from March Against Monsanto.
Yep. I mean, I think that I thought had to be one of the worst things I ever thought I'd see happen was the patenting of life.
Yeah.
And they want to own the patents, you know what I mean? Then not even let farmers raise their own seeds.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, this was good.
Yeah, it was nice to see the folks.
Yeah.
You take care. 40 hours a week. Like everyone is busy.
It's a people's fault. When we go into a country like that, it's a people's fault. Because we let it happen. We let it happen, and I think it has started happening in the '60s. The generation of the '60s let it happen. I think, the government tried getting away with it in the '60s.
It was a lot easier for them to shut out anyone, alternative voices back then, and now it's just everyone's so, I don't know, tuned out, apathetic to it.
Yeah, people have a pretty good article about it.
What's up, Caitlin?
Oh, just doing a little live streaming.
I think that's you. I don't know for sure.
Oh yeah.
10%. And it keeps going up ever since. So all of a sudden these apathetic civilians, you're going to have to realize it, it's here.
And I think almost everyone I know has some family member in the military, so I think I just don't understand how you can have a situation like that and not care, not pay attention.
They should be out here because
I even mentioned this particular action to some of the other members of the mosque that I belong to, but nope, they didn't show up.
I know, I told all my friends about it and I didn't see anyone here, so it's kind of, disheartening, but we'll keep trying.
These kids don't have to die over there. I mean,
the
families just need to come to grips with it and come out here and let them know we don't want.
And there needs to be more opportunities for people of military eligible age to go elsewhere besides the military.
I mean, when I was a kid, I remember having romantic ideas of the military, like, oh, I gotta go serve my country, and even back then I was like, but I don't believe in what we're fighting for at this time, so why would I do that? And you just felt so stuck, like I want to help my country, but most of the outlets that you have to do it and survive, you have to work for an agenda that
you don't like.
And most of the people that are doing it don't necessarily like it. They just don't see another option, to start a family or get a paycheck
or even to afford college.
Yeah, to afford college.
You ever heard of Lieutenant General Smedley Butler?
Yeah, that's an excellent book right there.
Yeah.
War is a Racket. I think that sums up.
I think I've seen posts about that online.
Yeah.
Or heard,
I think that sums up what's going on.
Yeah, no one's going to call him a coward.
Yeah.
Oh no.
No, the most decorated man in history.
And then there's Scott Olson. I was in. That was so awesome to be in Chicago. I was not close enough to actually see him drop that medal when the other vets were dropping their medals in that particular march that day. But when his name was called, he got the loudest applause of all of them. You know, he was the one who got injured by the police in Oakland, and he was just sitting there, along with the other occupiers. And the police just went nutsoid on him. And he survived, and look what he's doing now.
I mean, I think it's awesome that we're in a place where we can safely gather, but it's just unfortunate there's not more people doing it.
I know. Well, you know, I'm trying to promote this as much as I can online, and with me live streaming these.
Yeah, that's excellent, and I think I've seen a number of different events now.
Yeah, and we'll
keep showing up. And keep
I'm gonna shoot the one on Wednesday, and if anything else comes up, if I can get to it, I'm gonna shoot it. Yeah, I took time out during Ramadan because I spent so much time at the mosque. But yeah, I missed like 2 or 3 actions I could have shot during that, you know. But you know, I'm back at it. So
everyone deserves to be able to take time off. It's just unfortunate that things are escalating to the point that they.
But I got to talk to the others. You know, I talked to some of them about my activism, that I live stream actions, and you know, no one else is shooting these in Des Moines. At least we got a little media coverage tonight, which is good.
Yeah, there was NBC and ABC.
Yeah.
Who knows what they'll show? Probably 2 seconds, but.
Yeah, and they'll probably cherry pick. Oh, they cherry picked the Walmart protest last November big time. Oh, they totally messed that one up. I can't believe how bad they cherry picked that.
I let somebody record and quote me and take pictures, so I hope they don't mess my words up a little bit.
When I live stream, it goes up raw, it stays raw.
Yeah.
The only time if I go down, it's because of either a signal loss, and I try to get back up as soon as I got signal, or I'm changing batteries or changing devices.
Appropriately so.
Yep.
Use this less my memory recording the cicada climbing the tree.
Nice seeing you.
Yep. Well, thanks for coming. Wednesday, 8 o'clock, Nome Plaza, or a Peace Garden, or whatever the heck they want to call it. Well, looks like it's broken up here. Apparently there was not going to be a march. I guess not enough people showed up to do that, but that's okay. We had the rally, and we probably cheesed off a drone pilot or 3. So I want to thank you for watching, and I'll be back on Wednesday. And in the meantime, if you'd like to help me cover the cost of my live streaming and broadcasting, just that only. I don't want to beg for everything, but just enough to cover my live streaming and broadcasting and equipment maintenance and things like that. Like, you know, I want to buy another battery for this phone because I only have one. This is my Galaxy S4. And I held a solid signal throughout, which is good because I hadn't been able to do that at the Capitol grounds before on my other phone or even my tablet. But you can check out my WePay donation page. It's www.wepay.com/donations/occupier Kaylin livestream, and Kaylin is spelled Kaylynn. Again, that's www.wepay.com/donations/occupier Kaylin livestream, and a couple of drops here and there will definitely help me cover the cost of my live streaming and broadcasting, and you know, system maintenance, so I can keep doing this because I don't want to give it up. There's too much stuff that goes on, and no one else is broadcasting it from Des Moines, and so I want to do that. And so your help would be greatly appreciated, so I can continue to do this. And again, next live action will be Wednesday at 8 o'clock at Nome Plaza, which has since been renamed the Peace Garden or Peace Plaza or whatever, but to me it's still a Nolan Plaza. So I will be there and I will go on at 8 o'clock at Central Time. And the final shot of the fountain to close. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the streams.